Hello and welcome to Chuck's Diecast Car and Model Reviews. Today we're taking a look at a model of the Bugatti EB110 as made by KK Models. However, this one is different in that this is one of the big boys. This is a 112 scale guy. You can see how it is compared to my hand here. And yeah, this is one of my favorite cars. Basically, what I've done in general is I generally collect 18 scale models, but I have collected 112 scale models of my favorite cars, and the 110 is one of my favorites because I kind of like the slightly unusual. You know, my collector car is an Alfa Romeo GT-V6, which is an unusual choice, you know, compared to others of that era, like the Porsche 944, you know, things like that. But this one is, of course, really a spectacular car of its era. It was way ahead of its time in terms of, you know, supercars. It had, you know, it had four-wheel drive, which was almost unheard of back then. It had a quad turbocharged V12 in it, and it had a 6-speed transmission and four-wheel drive. So it had all of these features, which, you know, I think the only other car that would be considered similar in terms of you know, features it had would be the Porsche 959 of that era. But this one is, of course, a very special and rare car. They made only 139 of these in total before the company went kaput. And of course it was, you know, a decade or more before the brand name was revived after the name was bought by the Volkswagen Group. But this was, I believe, the fastest car in the world, at least for a brief time. I think it was then superseded by the Jaguar XJ220, and then, of course, the McLaren F1. So let's go ahead and take a look at this model here. It's a nice model. It was not a very expensive model for what it is. I mean, it's a 112 scale model and only cost a couple $100. It's not as detailed as the 118 scale EB110 I have from Auto Art, but it's still, you know, well done. And I'm quite happy with it. It looks pretty impressive on my 112 collection shelf. So let's go ahead and take a look at this guy here. First of all, you can see, you know, the nice detailing here, you know, on the wheels. These are BBS wheels, and you can see BBS was proud enough of these wheels to put a big brand stamping there on the wheel. No filler, you know, stem on the model, and also the tires are unbranded. I believe that these center caps should be colored, but I'm not certain. But they are black and they are stamped with the Bugatti logo. The paint looks, you know, very good and smooth. Not spectacular, but still good. And of course, the only graphic really on the car is this EB110 decal here, which I will try and get in focus for you. So there you go. Taking a look at the front, nice detailing up here. Of course, the famous you know, horseshoe grill there looks good. The Bugatti badge in the center there looks very nice, and the headlights detailing there is quite excellent. Let me get this little piece of lint off here, and you can take a look at the windshield wipers and the windshield as well. All that looks well done also, so I'm happy with that. Only thing about the front here is that the front trunk doesn't open, so I guess that would be the one down point here. And you know, I really do like the detailing here on the headlights. They did a nice job on the, you know, the defroster elements and the turn signals and all that sort of stuff. So when we take a look at the rear of the car, you can see, well, a little kind of goofy looking EB110 license plate. The tail lights look very nicely detailed there, as you can see. This grill here, and all the other grills are actually not full, you know, through grills, but they do look, you know, well enough to be perforated almost. So that's not bad. And the exhausts, as you can see, look good, and they look in scale. Notice, you know, this is an early 90s car. It doesn't really have a rear diffuser on it. And so you know, the back looks good. Nice thing about it here as well is the rear wing does deploy here. And you can see it right there. Let me get it at an angle so you can see just how much it goes up. So that is a nice detail there. And of course, the other nice thing about this model is it is full opening, and so we can take a look at that 3.5 liter V12. Again, you know, it's not quite as detailed as the Auto Art, but you're paying that much more money for an Auto Art, and this looks good, and it does have, you know, everything in there, so good for them. I mean, no real complaints about this. So let's go ahead and take a look at the interior. If you don't know, the EB110 does have, you know, these scissor type doors like a Countach. Nice detailing here on the inside of the door, by the way, you can see right there. So that looks good. And when you look at the interior, again, they did do a good job in here. You know, the shifter in the center console looks great. The dash looks very nice. It also has a sort of appearance of burl walnut. Steering wheel looks nice as well. You can see the pedals back there, all that stuff, and it looks like those are seat controls there on the sill. If you look from the other side, you'll see that center console again. This is a little on the hefty side, by the way. It is metal, so it is pretty heavy. And you can kind of get a better view of the seats here too from this side. The only problem with the interior on this is you can see the seat belt, you know, buckle there on the center console area, but there is no actual seat belt. I mean, it's that may be a seat belt back there, but it's way back there and you really can't see it. But other than that, I'm quite happy with this model. You know, it's definitely looks really good on my 1/12 scale shelf, and I'm quite happy with it. And KK does have a few other 12 scale models that are available now as well, which I think I'm going to get. They have a 4i 250 GTO, which looks really good. They have a Countach, a later Countach. I have an earlier Countach by Kyosho, I believe. And then they also have a 288 GTO, and I imagine they're coming out with more, but I'm definitely going to snag at least one or two of those. So anyway, again, that completes my review here. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, please go ahead and like and subscribe.